What's up, internet? My name's Ori. Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, August 11th, day number 27 inside the Big Brother house. Veto was yesterday. Who won? How will it affect the nominations? Also, some of the gameplay inside that house is worse than Australian breakdancing in the Olympics. Let's go over all the intel, drama, and more from yesterday's live feeds. But first, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Make sure you double check. I've been hearing from people that they're not getting notifications. So make sure you double check to see if you have them turned on and you are subscribed. If you haven't been keeping up with everything going on the feeds, let's give you a little recap. Angela won HOH, but everyone knew Quinn had the power. He used it to take over her nominations, putting up Tucker, MJ, and Cedric, who pretty much agreed to go up as a pawn. And this was all done through an AI Angela surrogate. His target this week is Tucker. But how was Veto going to change all of this? Veto was yesterday, and Brooklyn and Joseph were picked to compete along with the nominees, Tucker, MJ, and Cedric, as well as Angela. Even though Quinn took over her HOH, she still gets to play in the veto competition. When the feeds went down, they actually went down for quite a bit. It was a good time before they eventually came back. And when they did, we found out that Tucker won the power of veto. Quinn's got to make some decisions here, right? He's got to either put up Rubina, he's got to maybe put up Leah. There's plenty of discussion to be had on what he's going to do with it. The competition itself, it was one of those kind of head-to-head ones where you kind of battle each other. I think almost in like the tournament style, how they kind of put them in a bracket and then you go head-to-head. There was some kind of memory aspect to it as well, so it wasn't just like a speed run type of a thing. There was also previous season winners that were involved with it too, in some way. I'm assuming that's what you had to memorize. But Tucker ends up winning it. And now he has toyed once again with the idea of not using it on himself, but maybe even taking down MJ. He did take down Angela last week, but I don't think he's going to do that. I think even though there are threats being made that Rubina will be the one to take his place, I think he's going to end up using the veto on himself and coming off the block. There's also plans with the collective to kind of get together and discuss the nominations today or maybe even tonight. So we'll try and get you updated for that tomorrow. There's also the little agenda that T'Kor and Kimo have. They were trying to see if they could potentially save Rubina, right? If at all possible, they would like Rubina and Tucker to both stay this week. The issue is MJ most likely would be the person to go right now, even if Rubina is put up on the block. It feels like Chelsea wants her gone. Brooklyn wants her gone. There's plenty of people that would end up voting MJ over Cedric or Rubina. The issue is if Rubina goes up and MJ is not an option, Rubina probably leaves over Cedric, just with the numbers that the collective have. Especially since it seems like Quinn also votes, which I don't know. I feel like I have a little bit of issues with if he also got the nominations and he gets the vote. That feels extra powerful. Though I will say neither of his main targets are available to go. So despite him having the great power, he can't actually do what he wants with it at the moment. But like I was saying, Kimo and T'Kor, they'd really love if they could get Leah to be the one that is put up as the replacement nominee. They had been trying to gather intel. T'Kor's actually done a really good job of spending time with Leah and getting her to talk trash about Quinn. So she has all the ammo she needs to get Quinn to be like, hey, this girl's just playing with you. She's flirting with you, playing on the crush that you have with her, and she doesn't care about you at all, and she's just spreading around all your information. Like I said yesterday, it feels like they have all the intel. Kimo and T'Kor get so much information. Quinn's told them about the Pentagon. They know that that's an inner alliance that's going on within their larger alliance. With that, though, they now think they're at the bottom and are only starting to realize they're at the bottom now, despite having all this information. And then they did try like a little thing where they were like, hey, maybe we can get Quinn to work with Tucker. That didn't really work. But now, when they have their chance to be like, hey, it's time for a renom, we know you'd rather not want to put Rubina up, right? You'd like actually to work with her. Quinn's actually even talked about how, hey, I want to put like a group together with the three of us. Joseph, we can pull Leah in there, Rubina after Tucker's gone, and we can make kind of like our attack on the other side. But instead of trying to push that, hey, yeah, we can keep Rubina and maybe even you could save the whole Tucker situation, right? Like the fact that you could offer him a little bit of an olive branch of not putting Rubina up, put Leah up, who's talking trash about you. They could be doing all this, right? They don't even tell Quinn. Quinn's going off about how, like, yeah, I'm going to put Rubina up. And then Kimo just sits there eating his ramen. Just like say something. And honestly, I've gotten to the point where I really felt like T'Kor and Kimo were in the best position in the house. And I said how, like, hey, you don't want to push too hard to keep Tucker, but you could maybe push for Rubina a little bit in the Leah thing. Like that could work, right? Because if you push too hard to get Quinn to work with Tucker, he's eventually just gonna be like, all right, I don't know what's going on with you two, and he's gonna leave it. But that doesn't mean you stop trying to get him to do some things that work out for you, right? I really think the Leah play can work. They just they don't have it in them to do it. They just don't have the ability to go and put their opinions out there and hope that they're accepted. Kimo, Kimo is so worried that he's an option to go up on the block. He hears MJ talk about, oh, I would leave against Kimo, and now he goes, I'm going to be put on the block. They're terrible. They're terrible. They're just not good. But it's fun. I'm having so much fun with this season that I feel like, and I've said this before, a lot of times bad Big Brother is better than good Big Brother, right? Watching the mess and watching this all go down ends up being a little bit more fun. It just, it blows my mind that they are now at the point where they're actually saying Quinn needs to go. They don't want to work with Quinn anymore because they don't think he's prioritizing them. It feels like he is. He's telling you all the information you guys need. He tells you about the Pentagon. He tells you that he wants to work with you and go after the other side. But instead of being like, yeah, we want to do this, you just don't trust him still. Even though he told Kimo about his power, he didn't tell T'Kor, but he told Kimo. It's not like he didn't lie to Kimo. And Kimo proves Quinn right on why he didn't tell more people, because Kimo's the whole reason that everybody in the house knew about his power. Yeah, Angela was saying stuff, but nobody believed Angela. Nobody believed Angela until Kimo went and told T'Kor, or Kimo went and told Tucker, and then Tucker told the rest of the house. Nobody believed that Quinn had the power. I don't know. It kind of blows my mind that the two of them were in the best spot. And I kind of called it yesterday where it feels like they're just going to waste it. And it's so much so that I have changed the allegiance chart. That's right. They were above Brooklyn and Chelsea. And one of the reasons I love that we were able to do these kind of like day by day and just kind of be like, all right, you know what? Today's a little bit different. We live in a different world than we did 24 hours ago. And Kimo and T'Kor, I brought them down. I feel like they're just above Cam. Because one of the things is like, yeah, I don't think many people are looking at them as potential targets yet. But they also are thinking that because they're not threats. They are not threatened by the two of them because they don't believe in any of their ability to get any numbers or do anything to go against them. So it's a thing. I brought them down. I think Brooklyn and Chelsea right now have the best position in the house. I think despite them having people that are looking at them, right? Like you got Joseph who's looking at the two of them. He's still so collective strong that he's not taking a shot at that anytime soon. He is also, I've slid him up. I've slid him up above Cam because Joseph has now gone and kind of slipped into the spot that Cam was in with Tucker. Cam and Tucker had a pretty good little bromance going on, but now Tucker's on to Cam. Cam, one of his big problems is he's got very loose lips. He was telling Leah a lot of information over the past few weeks about what was going on in the alliances. Now, most recently, he went and told Tucker that Cedric volunteered to go up on the block. And now, instead of Tucker kind of thinking, you know, whatever, he already had like weird suspicions that Chelsea, Cedric, and Cam weren't exactly happy that he won the AI arena. Now he's even more thinking like, all right, they're all together. Cam's actually coming after me. Tucker and Joseph have talked that if Tucker wins HOH, his nominations are going to be with Cam and Cedric up on the block. So so it's going to be really interesting to see how this all plays out. Joseph, again, I said I think he's sliding a little bit on up. I think Quinn and Tucker are actually the ones that really are at the bottom, and Kimo and T'Kor should be using that, right? Now they're at the point where I don't know what Kimo and T'Kor's path to victory will be if they decide to get rid of Quinn as an ally. Are they going to start working with Chelsea, Cedric, Cam, Tucker? All of them beat them. Every single one of them beats them. T'Kor and Chelsea in a final two, I will tell you right now, on day 27, if T'Kor and Chelsea are sitting in the final two chairs, Chelsea wins. If Kimo and Chelsea are sitting in the final two chairs, Chelsea wins. I think if Cam is sitting next to either one of them, if they are doing how they want to do it right now, I think everyone will end up voting for Cam over the two of them. And Cam hasn't done anything in this game. Cam has not done a single thing in this game other than have loose lips. And I still think people right now, if they had a choice between Cam and T'Kor, who should win the game, I think Cam would win. But yet it seems like they want to get rid of Quinn. And if Kimo and Quinn were sitting next to each other in the final two, I actually think there's a chance, with how many people I don't really trust Quinn right now, there's a chance he would have a better shot against Quinn. Because a lot of people do see him as like a little bit sneaky, right? And you can develop that even more. You could take him out later. Are you really going to be able to take out Cam very easily? Are you really going to be able to take out Cedric very easily? How about Tucker? You going to let Tucker stick around? You want to work with Tucker so bad? Tucker's a beast right now. Every competition Tucker enters, it seems like he's gonna win. It's all about whether he wants to win it or not. Physical, mental, doesn't matter. This guy likes puzzles and he likes biscuits. And he's going to beat you if you want to work with him. I don't know. It just feels like maybe I'm being a little bit hard on him, but I hate when I start liking players, right? And I'm like, oh, these guys are getting themselves in a good spot. They're making the good position, and then they disappoint me. I had that moment with Cedric. I even had that with Chelsea a little bit earlier. She's redeeming herself now because she's continuing to keep herself in a good spot. I think overall she didn't mess up too bad. Quinn, I also started to like him, and then he went and turned on me. And it's just like, come on, people, just make me proud. Just make me proud. It's all I ask. It's all I ask. We do have the HOH episode and the nominations tonight. We'll see how that all plays out with the AI Angela. I'm excited to see what that all looks like. But I am a little bit upset that we're not getting kind of the shock value from it, since everybody knew. Man, it would be really nice if it was a rule that you couldn't tell anybody. I'm just saying, BB. I'm just saying. I know you've been listening to us a little bit, right? Like, DRs are better this year. Let's make this a rule. If there's a secret power, it's secret. It's literally in the word, right? Like, you call it, you name it secret power. Let's make it secret. Let's keep it a secret. We did it in the past. We did it in the past with the coup d'etats. They weren't allowed to be talked about. Diamond Power Veto wasn't allowed to be talked about. They had to keep them secret or they would lose it. Why don't we do that again? Why don't we get that back? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Other than that, it was fairly calm, right? Like, for the most part, everybody's kind of accepting that probably Rubina, who's going to be a replacement nom. But again, we'll have to see how some different conversations play out over today and tomorrow. But thank you guys all again so much for watching. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button. You made it all the way to the end of this video. Smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. We're always live for every live eviction episode. Every Friday morning, we go live with our updates, where you'll always get the same update, just like how this is. Short, sweet, to the point, and you get all the information that you need. And then afterwards, we get to chat and hang out with you guys, and it ends up being a real good time. So come on out to that if you can. Check out all the links to all of my socials in the description, pin comment down below. Things like Twitch, Twitter, Discord. Twitch and Kick have been a little bit quiet with Big Brother season, but it kind of takes over. And Twitch and Discord excuse me, Twitter and Discord are probably the two best places to keep track of everything going on with videos, especially if you weren't getting notifications and things like that. Thank you guys all again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Beautiful wife is graciously driving. And for the last hour, she has been explaining to me how poorly I played the Big Brother game, which I have to concur. Yeah, she said I didn't talk enough. I didn't build any alliances, and that I did just about everything wrong that I could possibly do. But